That's a sheep. There is a random skunk walking down here as well. Just follow the crowd. Bye. Welcome back to Chessington World of Adventures, and of course this is our last update. Actually, this is our last update running into half term, and we've had some news. We've had some news from the park since we last come, and we've got some news to show you around the park as well. So what you saw there was we opened with a skunk on a lead. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We've then gone through, we've then showed you the other side. You can see some work ongoing on Rattlesnake. You can see also that the Scorpion Express cars are not back yet. Bearing in mind they are open for half term, which is only 2 weeks away, but they're not, they are on there, they're certainly not in the station. And you can see as well, our counterweight was removed from Ramesses. We did notice that last time, but you know, I'm kind of not too surprised about that. When the whole thing goes, I'll get excited. Obviously next time we'll have better access, we'll be able to go up there and we'll be able to have a look around. We will show you Elmer's Flying Jumbos. A lot has happened since we last come on there. And of course, the Black Buccaneer. The Black Buccaneer.
It's not now.
So what do we know? Well, we know that Black Buccaneer is coming back for 2020, or a boat is coming back for 2020. We have been telling you all close season we expected the boat to come back. You know, I really don't think even Chessington can leave 2 man-made pits for rides empty in 1 year. That'd be quite special if they managed that. And of course, they have turned around and said that it will be a new ship. Now then, the words new are thrown around quite loosely in the theme park industry. That's not just a Merlin Chessington thing, and I don't want you to think it is. In the theme park industry, you know, a lot of things are tarted up and rethemed and claimed as new, even when they use the same ride system. You know, even the same ride classed as new. So, you know, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence as whether this is going to be new or not. And I'll tell you 2 reasons. First, we were worried whether or not it would actually be a smaller one. We have to remember that the support goes right flush with the control panel here. So arguably, you know, if they're putting a different size one in, we're going to have to see groundwork being done for new footers. You know, there's no temporary one going in here with the state of the floor. It's going to have to be a permanent model, I would imagine, that comes in. And of course, you know, we've been told that Ramesses couldn't be removed this year and the new drop tower put up because, you know, there's a lot of groundwork to be done. Well, equally, there would be just as much groundwork here if they get a different size boat. Now, of course, they might have bought the same one. I don't know what production's like from Huss and how easy it was to get hold of and when they thought about it and when they knew they needed it. So it's not beyond the realms of impossibility that they've got a new one, same model, and that'll be coming in. I still don't think they are. I still am going for the fact that I think it will be the same one. Shoot me if I'm wrong, doesn't matter. We're getting a pirate ship back for 2020. And of course, if you follow us on the Facebook page, you will know that you could have named it. You had till the 31st of January to name it. Throw some names in to win unlimited fast track on it for the year and some Chessington annual passes. It'll be interesting to see what the name is of it. But yes, although there doesn't look a lot of development down here, that's what kind of screams to me that this isn't going to change much. You know, it's got foundations. It was a park model. You know, I don't know if Blade. I think Blade's a park model. I'm not sure. Blade looks a lot more temporary than what Black Buccaneer does. And certainly, you know, the Banana Boat is a park model. But, you know, they've got foundations here. You would have to put new foundations down for a different size boat, arguably. Can't believe they wouldn't have. You know, this is full of water all year. It's pretty marshy. It's pretty muddy. You know, there's no sign of any changes whatsoever. And although we can't point out where the supports go because of the angle we're at here, you know, there's no sign of anything. No sign of any changes, and you'd have to think if there was going to be that it would need to be done by now if this boat's going to be open for the beginning of the season. So my initial thought process is the boat's gone, it's gone by back a lorry, it's going to be completely rethemed again. I know it wasn't that long ago it was rethemed, but you know, it brings it back fresh and gives it something new for this year. Given the hint that it's going to be blue, I don't want to see any of this blue. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't think it fits pirates very well, but a nice blue boat wouldn't go too much of a stray, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see, won't we? because I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% convinced it's going to be a new one, but I don't care. As long as it's come back for this year and it's the same size and it swings to the same height, if not higher. If not higher. But yeah, Black Buccaneer, what do you think? What are your initial thoughts on this? You know, you have to appreciate that they said the work couldn't be done over on Ramesses. I don't buy it. You know, Parks build roller coasters in 4 or 5 months if they really want to. Pretty sure we could have got a drop tower in there had it been available. But ignoring that space, this would have to have the same groundwork done if there was a different size boat coming. You know, even from the platform here, it would all have to be different. All have to be different. It's either the same model they're bringing in, or it's the same boat. What do you think? Leave your comments below. We're gonna have a look now. We're gonna have a quick look down by the Gruffalo, see if anything's happened there, but I highly doubt it. And you can still see the car in the background as well. That's still sitting there randomly. I don't know if we'll be able to walk up there next time, but we'll certainly be, I would imagine, in the top car park, walking back through the park. So we'll get a better look of what's going on. Now, before we head up to Elmer's, it's worth noting that the replacement kind of lift chain mechanism, your cogs and things are all being replaced on Vampire. A lot of work. This wasn't like it last time. You can see the chain on the floor. We'll put a few pictures on screen now, it'll be a bit easier to see a few pictures. And you can see the big cogs as well, all brand new. This is brand new, this one here. You can see it here. But yeah, a lot of work going on the bottom chain lifter. Not today, mind you. No one's working today, Kurt. Nope. No one's working today. I don't blame them. But this wasn't like this a couple of weeks ago. Now, obviously, Vampire isn't open for February half term, which is a real shame because Scorpion Express is. But Vampire isn't open for February half term. But I would kind of be expecting that it's got to start testing again in early March, I would think. So hopefully a simple job, hopefully. We'll wait and see. So all of this here that was all the Elmer stuff is now Vampire stuff. Look at that cog, that's magnificent. We're going to zoom in on that. Kurt's on it now with the camera. That's absolutely magnificent piece of equipment. Looks completely different to what was on there as well. And of course that's Vampire's chain. What we don't know, because we can't see, is whether or not that's Vampire's chain from the first lift hill as well. Seems quite a lot of it, and there's still quite a lot of it at the bottom of the second lift hill, so we don't want to speculate that the other one's being done, but there is a good chance that it is. And you can see as well here the Elmer fencing. Lovely multicolour, beautiful. Beautiful colours, Kurt. Yeah. Beautiful colours. Yeah. Right, let's go down and have a look at Elmer. Here is Elmer. Elmer's Flying Jumbos. It's become very, very colourful since we were last here. The surrounding bits have been done. They've all been nicely filled in. We've got a nice little step-on platform as well, look. Like you have on curbs. And you've got nice colourful grounds, and obviously everything else has been attached. So yeah, apart from the Dumbos, which we haven't seen yet, yeah, it's been put back together. Now we're just spotting the queue as it goes round, so I believe the queue was supposed to be here. I'm sure the entrance is supposed to be about where we're standing now. I thought there might be a bit more space maybe for fast track to come around here, but you can see across the back now that there are posts that have been put up, so it looks like the queue will go behind the ride rather than using all the space over there. So yeah, behind here is, you've got a queue and there's a little bit of a double there, so it'd be interesting to see exactly how that plays out, because I'm sure, as I said, the entrance is supposed to be here. But yeah, it looks very colourful. It's very colourful.
There's a colourful gate over there.
Yeah, there's a couple of I think it's just a few planks. Just a few planks have been brought over. I mean, I do worry about how dirty this will get down here, even by the time the ride's opened. You know, if it's not open until March, we're nearly 2 months away, just under 2 months away. So hopefully it doesn't get too many leaves and things on it, and they've got a way of keeping it clean. Hopefully. But yeah, over here, you've got tiny truckers down there. Again, looks like it's definitely roofing issues that's got going on. I'm guessing this bit will be open. I don't know, I genuinely don't know, but I'm guessing this bit will be open. I think the entrance is going to be here, and then you'll probably head around that way, around the back, and it'll cut off then into a fast track route. I imagine there'll be fast track for it. Fully imagine there's going to be fast track for it. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. And you know, when you think we had that stupid safari thing here last year, you know, they had a space for a ride here all along. Space for a ride here all along. We'll have a quick look over at Tiny Truckers and see if we can see anything up in the rainforest. Yep. And up into the rainforest we can't see a lot, but Kurt has taken some pictures which we are going to pop on screen now. So there we are, Chessington World of Adventures in 2020 as our last update before half term, and yeah, that was good. Just spoken to a nice gentleman there who's just renewed our annual passes as well, so we will be back to the Merlin parks this year. We were debating whether or not we would do it, but we are doing it and we will be back for 2020. So what did we learn? What did we learn this year? Well, I'll tell you what we learned. We learned the fact that Ramsey's Revenge is still there. Yeah, the counterweight's been removed. We knew the counterweight had been removed already. I don't really see much of it, but we thought we'd show you it. Rattlesnake is still undergoing some extra work. As we go around to Elmer's, Elmer's is really changing quite a lot. Looking really good, fresh. I really hope they can keep it like that. I remember that Griffin's Gallon used to have lovely blue like stones on the bottom, and it didn't take long, so fingers crossed they keep that one looking good. Queue line looks in place, ride looks in place, control system looks in place. I don't think it will be open for February half term sadly, but I don't think it's going to be far off. I think it'll be ready for the start of the new season. We've then got around Black Buccaneer. We still don't quite know what's happening with that, but I've given you my thoughts on that. So again, leave your comments below. What do you think of my thoughts on the Black Buccaneer, or whatever it's going to be called, or whatever it's going to be for 2020? Leave your thoughts below. And then finally, Vampire chain lift looks like it's undergoing a complete rehaul with new cogs and everything. We've shown you all of that. So there's quite a lot going on. There's quite a lot going on at Chessington. Next time we come will be half term. We won't be here on opening weekend. We've got other places to be. Which aren't Chessington, but we will be here during the half-term week, probably only once, and we'll give you an update. We'll be able to show you around and tell you exactly what's going on. But leave your comments below. What do you think? A lot going on at Chessington World of Adventures. It's interesting to see some work. How do you think Elmer's is faring up? I think it's looking quite good. But from Chessington World of Adventures, we will see you at half-term.